back. Tim, if you're out there watching, I'm delivering your truck tomorrow. I know your truck will be at your house before your video will be. But anyway, it's done, it's finished. For all you guys out there that have been watching me on YouTube, we've had this truck here for the last, I think, 3-4 months. So I'll recap you on what's going on. It's a 57 GMC pickup. Tim's got it mounted on a newer chassis. I believe it's in the late 70s or early 80s. He's got a 350 done up in it. And what he brought it to me for, basically I've known Tim for a long time. He brings it out to me every now and again to do some work to it. He brought it out here anyway 3-4 months ago, and basically I had replaced the cab corners several years back and had replaced the inside pockets of the doors, so they were in primer. And the truck was starting to get scratched up and had a few chips on it, and it had some mirror holes up on the door. And Tim brought it out and he said, hey Rick, can you touch up these areas and fix it up for me? And you know, I sort of looked the truck over, and at the end of the day I called Tim back out and I said, well, you know, it'd be wiser just to repaint the whole truck. The time you start doing body work up in here, you're going to do body work down in here, body work over top of here, repainting all these areas, and the paint was 15 years old. I said, why don't we just repaint the truck and, you know, let's just get her done, Tim. And so that's what he did. We went back with the original silver that he had on there. It's a 77 Corvette silver. So yeah, we'll take a little walk around. We'll show you what's going on. So it's a beautiful truck from the front of it. Like I say, you don't see GMCs too often, so any of you guys out there that like GMCs, there you go. Now on this truck here, keep in mind Tim brought this out to us, and this was for a paint job only and to do a little bit of body work. This is not a frame off restoration, and this was not a pull it apart and start from scratch truck. What we did is, if we come around the sides here, we removed the doors, and the reason for removing the doors is that is the only proper way to paint the door jambs inside. So while we had the doors off, as you can see, we repainted all the doors while they were off. We repainted the door jambs. We did a beautiful texture spray and went over top of it with a clear, so it's good and durable. The inside silver that you actually see in the headliner area is the original paint when Tim had it painted 15 years ago. So all we did was repaint the doors, and we did do the silver on the dashboard, but not the upper dash. So like I say, he did not get carried away here. It was just a cleanup. We did that, and as you know, let me step in front of you. As Dave, if he's watching, he's very proud of this. This is our thing we do at Old Time Garage. Look how nice that door closes. Beautiful. When Tim brought the truck out, the doors, he had the rubbers off and everything. He had taken the rubbers off because he couldn't still get the doors to close. He had to constantly slam them. So all it really was just an adjustment and playing with things. But yeah, there she is. We did take the box off. We took the fenders off because it was a proper way to get it behind and spray the cab. So that was all taken off. We'll walk around to the back. Now what we did on the back, if you guys remember, I showed you that little hidden tailgate hinge thing. Well, here we go. If you get in here, so I put, there you go, see how nice. Remember if you go back on one of my tips, I showed you how you do that. And what we did was, these are a little stiff just because they're brand new right now. As you can see, it says right on there, tailgate by I don't know if you pronounce it DZ, but anyway, I'll let it go. Look at this, how the tailgate just slowly lowers herself down. Now everyone has different ways of doing things. This is what we did right here. Was we put that, and there we go. It stops it perfectly. There, you know, I mean, it's beautiful. Now some people may not like this because of the little brackets on here. They might say that looks cheesy, but you know what? It's a beautiful way to go. It works. They're on all the newer vehicles, and you know, what else are we going to do there, right? It eliminated the chains. Tim did not like the chains on here because they scratched the paint. And then, as I was showing you, I had cut these notches out for these little pieces in here. I had cut the notches out because there's how they are open, and you had to hold them. You had to hold these things basically like this when you got them, and then try and open the tailgate. That's how they were, and I showed you in that little trick how I did that. So those latch in, they stay in. Now we go lift the tailgate up. It lifts up with ease. Look at that. And then we latch her up. There we go. And there we are. No chains. Looks clean. There you go. So that's it. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. We'll get a couple shots down the side. Like I say, we didn't get carried away with the lines and gaps on this truck. We adjusted it the best we possibly could, how it would have been from the factory. Some of the other cars that we show you, we go even further with them, where if the gap isn't perfect or exact, we start welding metal in to make it exactly like beyond factory. We didn't on this truck, but the gaps are pretty damn nice. And again, even this door, here we go. Look at that. Look at that, guys. it turned out nice. So, all I can say, Tim, is if you're out there watching, your truck is done. Your truck is beautiful. It's Wednesday today, and I'm going to take it out to your wife there tomorrow, Thursday. It looks like I get to drive it out to your place. I get a good hour drive and a beautiful GMC pickup. So I get to take it for a boot. So that's awesome. So I'm going to drive it out to your wife, and when you get home from, I can't remember if you're in Calgary or Edmonton. I think you're in Edmonton. When you get home next month, your truck will be sitting in your garage waiting for you. Okay, guys. Take it easy. Thanks a lot. There's another one done at Old Time Garage. So remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. See ya.